I feel like when it comes to cameras, you're in one of two camps. When you buy a camera, you'll use it to death, not want to really maybe look after it, maintain it, and you kind of like the patina that you get over time, and you just like to use the camera bare and how you get it out of the box. If you're like me though, when you first get your camera, it's an exciting opportunity to get more accessories because as photographers, I feel like we love new things. With that said, I've already done a video talking about the top 10 accessories I use for my X100VI. However, a particular company, you might see some of the boxes just there, they reached out to me because they do a lot of products for the X100V and the VI, and they wanted me to test them and give my opinion and thoughts on them. And that company in question is JJC. Now, I've used many of those products over the years before I started doing YouTube and when I just got into photography, things like screen protectors and such, and they have been a company that I've used quite a lot for things like that. So when they reached out and they were commenting on my videos and they said that they wanted to do a video talking about some of their products they do for the X100VI, I was quite excited for it. Now I want to preface by saying, whilst they'd like me to be very positive about their products, and that's what they've said, I'm at liberty to say whatever I want. They've sent me the products for free, but I can say what I want and do what I want. Whether they'll want to work with me afterwards on this, we will see, but hopefully they do, and hopefully they appreciate my honest feedback. So with that said, let's get into the different accessories I have on this camera. Firstly though, we're going to talk about the pouch that they sent over. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to run over. So yeah, the first thing they sent over was this camera pouch. It's not just for my camera, you could fit any sort of compact camera within this. And I've been really intrigued to get one of these for myself, more than having it just as a bag, but to chuck it in a different bag. Obviously, as you know, I'm a fan of the wrap that I use. I'll show a video of what I mean, where I wrap up my camera in a protective blanket. However, this is maybe a bit more of a convenient solution to that. So let's run over it. I'm not going to go over these products in too much detail as I think it's quite self-explanatory as to what they are and what they do. But when you open it, it's really nice and soft inside, as you can see. Nice contrast from the black, so you can actually see what's inside. So your stuff isn't going to get scratched when you're putting anything in here. I do like that, unlike other pouches, they've actually included two side pockets, so you can put whatever you wanted in there. I carry the little leash that they provide with this. And then at the top, they say you can open this up here, as you can see there. So the top flap opens. They say you can put SD cards or whatever you want in there. You could, I mean, the fact it's Velcroed is nice. If it had been zipped, that would have been better, just for that security that SD cards or whatever you might put in this top pocket don't fall out. But to have these three accessories on this pouch is really, really nice. I did a 7-kilometer walk just with this attached, and it was pretty comfortable. It did the job as you would expect. I even slung my jumper over this whilst I was walking and it was absolutely fine. What I do like about it is the attachments on the back. Now what this opens up is if you've got a bag that is a non-photography bag, like I recommend a lot of people getting, it means that you can attach this to that non-photography bag. Now, the way I've got my camera system set up at the moment works pretty well, but if you didn't want to go for something like the Peak Design capture kit, or maybe you wanted something with a bit more security, a little bit more weatherproofing, things like that, you don't want to go for the shower cap method that I have used before, then this could be a great option because you can quite simply attach it to your bag like so, and it would be really nice and secure. So I really like that, and I think potentially, depending on what type of bags I get, I'll be using that. The only downside I'll say to this bag is the included strap. There's not much to say about it, and that's maybe not a good thing. It's just not the best. It's all right, but it's, I think, what you expect from the price point. However, what I do like about it is the fact that it's not attached to this pouch permanently, which means you can use whatever strap you want, whether you've got a Peak Design strap laying about, or I've got some other slightly nicer straps than this, some rope straps. If you've got a leather strap, you can attach whatever you want to the hooks at the side, which allows for a more comfortable fit. And again, you can change the length of the strap with this strap, but in my opinion, it's not a great strap, and I would buy a different strap if you were planning on using this pouch. Hopefully they don't hate me already. So yeah, it's a fantastic pouch. I can't really go on about it too much. You put your camera in, put your camera out, it does what you need it to do. The next accessory that they sent me was this strap. I'm actually really happy with the quality of this strap. I love using my Peak Design strap, preferably the one that is called the Cuff, I believe. And this one definitely follows the same design philosophy as that. It's slightly different in the fact that you can't lock it out. So essentially with the Peak Design one, when it's opened up all the way, it kind of locks. So the idea is that you can have it loose, and then if your hand slips, it catches it, but you can keep it loose. This doesn't do that, but that's not really a big issue, I don't think. Really love the build quality of this. Again, it's quite simple. You put your hand through it, and then you've got, as you can see there, nice and secure. You can't drop your camera. I'm really glad I locked that. If I hadn't locked that, that would have been bad. All good to capture on camera, but bad. Anyway, really like the strap. It is a quick detach system, so there is a little buckle here. Again, everything's black, so it's quite hard to show, but a bit like how the Peak Design had their quick catcher clip, these have the same. As you can see, I've detached it there, and you can slide it back on. It's a little bit harder than the Peak Design to use. The Peak Design, you can do it with one hand. This, as you can see there, it took a little bit more time to sort of, you can't do that with one hand really, you'd want to be doing it with two. But to be fair, if you've got it on, you've got it on. One thing I do like, which seems to start with as a bit of a downside, is the fact that the strap that attaches to the camera, the bit that attaches is longer than what you get on the Peak Design. And why I like that is because it gets out of your way when you're using the camera. So what I find with the Peak Design is it's just there where I've got my hand. It's always this little circular button that's just there, and it's really quite annoying. Where with this one, it's longer than the camera, as you can see. So my hand rests and it's there. So that now I don't have that issue, which I really like. And it might be one of the accessories that I do keep using when I've finished reviewing this video. So yeah, that is the camera strap. Next thing we're going to talk about is the cage that they sent me. I'm going to run over the quick things. You've got access to your battery and SD card, fantastic. You can clip this on to a tripod, again, fantastic. I think most basic ones do that. The grip itself blends in really nicely with the camera. I don't know what it looks like on the silver, but on the black, I feel like it blends in really nicely. It grips really nicely. I quite like the leather case that I've got, but if you weren't a fan of leather or that old school look and you wanted it to still keep in keeping with the camera, I feel like this does that. It looks potentially better on the camera than what I currently have. So I'm really happy with that. Again, quite simple. There's not much you can really go into it here, but it does the trick. The last two things that they sent over, and probably the most customizable in this list. The first one is the shutter button. I don't know if you can see there. They actually sent me a silver one. I don't know if they do a black one. Let me just check. Do they do a black one? 1 second. Yes, so if you want to get this little thumb grip in black instead of silver, you can. They just send me the silver one out. Really, really nice. As someone who doesn't really use shutter buttons, after the fact that when I got it, my one from Small Rig, it just kept coming off to the point where I lost it. I just stopped using them altogether. However, this has certainly made me fall back in love. And out of all these accessories, this will be the one I think that will stay on the camera for the longest period of time. We'll see. Again, not much to go into. You've got a nice sort of soft rubber top, so you've got some texture there. Again, around the sides, it's sort of etched, so you've got some sort of grip, you've got some feeling there, which is really, really nice. And yeah, it's a great addition to the camera. The last thing, and the thing that probably makes the camera the most comfortable when you first get it, and I think that everyone should get one, is the thumb grip. Now, a thumb grip to me, like I said, I think is essential, and I've been using my Small Rig one forever. However, this is the product that I think JJC could work on the most. There's a few things that I think need improving on this thumb grip. The first issue is taking it off. It's a very tight fit, and the problem you get with that is like I can't get that off with my fingers. I have to use some form of tool. Now the problem with that is, one, it means that your horseshoe mount is less accessible. So if you want to use a flash, microphone, whatever it might be, it's more difficult to. Trying to get it off with any form of tool, you do run the risk of scratching your camera. And there's just something about it being wedged in there so tightly that I really don't like. So that is a negative. I can't get away from that. The next negative is the fact that it obscures your view and it obscures your ability to change the top dial. Now on the small rig one, it goes along and it dips down, so you still have access to your ISO and shutter speed. However, with this one, it just goes straight across. So it does make it a little bit more difficult when you're trying to lift it up. So if you're someone that uses manual settings, this might not apply to you if you're always shooting in aperture priority or whatever it might be. But if you're like me and you're changing manual settings, it is just slightly annoying. So it's the product I think they could improve the most on, because I really like build quality of it. It's built very well, but I think they need to go back and redesign it a little bit better. And that's it. That is all the products. Now, if you do want to check any of these products out, they are linked in the description below. I've got Amazon links to them all, so please do check them out for yourselves. If you've got any questions or you want me to go any deeper details into how I found any of these accessories, again, I'm happy to answer any of your questions in the comments. Overall, I'm really happy with the accessories, and I think, again, you have to think about the price of these accessories. A lot of them are very expensive nowadays, where this complete setup is very cost effective, especially if you've just spent a lot of money on a brand new camera. So I think that is something to keep in mind when you're looking at build quality and things like that. But I'm super happy with it. I think the camera strap is actually fantastic. And so is the shutter button, the case. It's, for the money, I think it is all very, very good. So I'm going to definitely be using the case, whether I use it for the camera or I use it for my lens adapters or whatever it might be for transporting things around securely. That's going to be fantastic, with a different strap, of course. Really love this camera strap, and whilst I use camera straps less now than I used to, again, I think I wonder whether I'll go to this one or will I go to my Peak Design one. That is a curious question that I'll find myself asking. Again, shutter button, I'm going to see how I get on with it, but I'm liking using it so far. I might take it off and then go, do I miss it or do I want to keep using it? But it's a really high quality one and I really like it. The protective metal case, again, I prefer my leather case. I just like the feel of leather, but I've tested small rigs case and others, and I haven't liked how they felt in the hand. This one feels light, but not cheap. I can mount it to a tripod. I've got full access to everything that I might need, and it's comfortable and it looks good. So for the price of it, I am really happy. Like I said, the only thing they really need to refine, the only thing I definitely will be taking off, is the thumb grip. But time will tell. You'll see on future videos whether I've got these accessories on or not, what accessories I've kept on or what I haven't, and you're welcome to comment and ask me how I'm getting along with them. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for watching and thank you for the support. Without your support, they would not be sending me products. They might not send me any more products now, but we will see. So yeah, keep supporting. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Thank you.